Question 8 is a B grade question that is commonly done wrong by loads and loads and loads of students all over the country. So if you can nail this, you could really hit your C grade. It's really important that you could try and get 1, 2, maybe all 3 marks. If you get all 3, brilliant. But if you get 1 or 2 as well, that's still really good. Okay, the easiest graph to draw is this one here. This y is less than 2. Okay? Anything that's like y is less than 2 or x is greater than 3 or whatever, that's really easy, okay? So here's the y-axis. Put your finger on y. Now go and find where it's 2. Here, you just draw a line that goes through that point there. Now the thing that's confusing is that the y-axis goes up, doesn't it? And this goes straight across like the x-axis, but that's because every value on this line, y-coordinate is always 2, no matter where I am. The x-coordinate changes, look, -3, then -2, then -1, 0, but the y-coordinate is always staying as 2. I'm going to write by there, y is equal to 2. I'll worry about this, this less than or equal to sign in a second. There's nothing to worry about at the moment with that, okay? Right then, the next thing that I'm going to draw, the next easiest one, is this one here, okay? It says x plus y is greater than or equal to 3. Now, I forget about the inequality to begin with, okay? All I'm going to do is I'm going to draw x plus y is equal to 3. So if x plus y is equal to 3, all I've got to do is think of 2 numbers that add up to equal to 3. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 plus 0 equals 3. I could do 4 and -1 if I wanted. I could do 0 add 3 is equal to 3. Okay, so now I need to just plot those as coordinates. So 2 and 1. So across to 2, up to 1, plot it. 3 and 0 here. And for a really accurate graph, you should always draw at least 3 coordinate points, but no need to draw any more. And then ruler, does it go through all 3? Yes, that means I've plotted it pretty accurately. And I'd extend that, not just to there, but all the way to the edge of the graph. Okay, so this graph here is x plus y is equal to 3. Okay, now, finally, with this last bit, what I'm going to do is, sorry, just sort a bit more. I'm going to make an XY table. This was easily the hardest one. Okay, so y is equal to -2x plus 6. So to do this, I need to create an XY table. I like to write in the equation here, but you don't have to. And then you choose any 3 numbers, but you must be able to plot them. I'm going to choose 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here I've got -2 times by 1, and then I'm going to add 6. That's how I'm going to work out this value. -2 times 1 would be -2, add 6 would be 4. Then here I'm going to do -2 times 2, and I'm going to add 6. -2 times 2, double of -2 is -4, add the 6 would be 2. And then finally here, -2 times 3 is -6, add 6, and then that will give me 0. So I now need to go and plot those points. 1 and 4, so 1 and 4, right there. 2 and 2, so 2 and 2. So on the line, same line as before, and then 3 and 0. So that point there, okay, which I'd already plotted. So then I'm going to draw a line going through like that, okay? Now it will tend to be that your region will always be like the shape that you've made. Again, I'm going to go and write by here what this is, y equals -2x plus 6. But we now use those inequalities to really prove that. Okay, so this one here, it says y is less than 2. So it had to be down here. Okay, it had to be everything below that line. So what we tend to do is go and shade everything above the line to show it doesn't get used. Okay, the next one is x plus y is greater than 3. Now I'm not quite sure where that would be. I'd assume if this x plus y is equal to 3 here, I'd assume the greater than 3 would be that bit there, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is choose a point, and I like to try and choose this point here if I can. Now here, the x coordinate and the y coordinate are both 0. So all I need to do is put in 0 and 0 onto or into this this equation here. So 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 greater than 3? It's not, is it? So this point is not the side of the line I wanted. That means I wanted this side of the line here and here. Okay? And what we do is we shade the side that we didn't want. Which gives me that bit there. Okay, and then finally this one here, this y is less than minus 2x plus 6. So again, if I use 0, 0, so 0 is less than 0 plus 6. Is 0 less than 0 plus 6? Yes, it is. 0 is less than 6. So this time, when I'm looking at this line here, this middle one, then the answer is yes, it was the side of the line I wanted. So this side here of the line was everything that I wanted. So that means I didn't want anything this side here. And lo and behold, it's that triangle again, which is my region. So I'm going to put in an R to show that as my region. Okay, that wasn't the easiest one I've done in the past. That was reasonably tricky. You don't get quite a small area normally. And I think using a pen didn't help. We tended to use pencils all the time using graph, and lo and behold, I smudged all my ink, and obviously if I'd done anything wrong, then I'd lose a load of the marks, okay? But if you can start drawing some of these lines in, you will be picking up some of these 3 marks, okay? Now finally it says, do each of these points listed in the table below lie within the region? So it's exactly the same idea I was doing with this 0, 0 point. Complete the table by stating yes or no. So 2, so come across to 2 up to 1.5, and that answer is yes. It would be more or less where my R is. Okay, so I'm going to say yes. 2, 2. Now that would be physically on the region. Okay. Now because it was less than or equal to, the answer is also yes. And then finally this one here, 2 and then 2.5. That's outside my region. That's somewhere up by here. Okay, so my answer would have been no for that. So again, go to your reflection and can you tell me where you feel with that? Even if you can start drawing the lines, you're just going to start picking up marks, which will be really, really beneficial.